That's the way, unfortunately, but we're good.
Any rivalries go on in the house at all?
As of right now, no.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm sure your mom appreciates that, to have some peace and quiet in the house. Malachi Reed, appreciate the time, my man, and good luck the rest of this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians Football.
Keeper by EJ. EJ off the right side. Push forward. It's touchdown. EJ White. He's got Hillsman wide open at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 10-5. Shakes a tackle. Touchdown, Jonathan Hillsman. White again looking to throw. He's got Stinson, who's got a step. And Stinson's got it for the touchdown. EJ, high snap, brings it in. He's going to let it go towards the end zone. It's caught. Jordan Crutchfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Jordan Crutchfield. How about that?
This is Fighting Indians Football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Live from South County Stadium in Port St. Lucie, it is Fighting Indians football. The Treasure Coast Titans, your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. This is week 10 of high school football, and it features the final district game of the season. The Friday night lights are on, and it is game time. Hey, Vero Nation. Along with Gary Parris, I'm Paul Tipton, and we welcome you to Fighting Indians football. Proud to bring you our 29th season of Indians football, presented by Cafe 66. Derek and Matt on the sidelines, Don Dexter back doing stats. Our producer is Stephen Tipton, along with our video crew and our radio crew. We're proud to bring you this game tonight. You got a team that is struggling this season. No wins, 8 losses in Treasure Coast. Yeah, that's not the typical story that you find out with Treasure Coast, a district rival that has brought a lot of challenges for Vero over the years. For Vero Beach, it's the opposite. 8 wins, no losses, including a win last week against Pahokee, 53-14, have improved into the power rankings with the #1 overall power ranking in the state of Florida. And, of course, they're #1 in 7A. But none of that really matters right now, Gary, as you got a district rival. I don't care what the records say. You know Treasure Coast is going to come out fighting.
Absolutely, and if you sit back and you underestimate this team, they can reach up and they may bite you because this is their last game. This is it. They're 0-8. They've struggled all year. They played one of the hardest schedules in the state of Florida, and they've been seasoned. They've lost them, but they're used to it, and look for them to be playing. This is it. This is Vero. This is rivalry game. Also, they played Centennial, and the last game they played was 8-6, and almost had a shot at tying that game and going into overtime. But look for them to be hardcore tonight to want to play football. They won the toss, they deferred. Vero's going to be returning the kickoff. So we'll see the Indians offense first, Paul.
You know, Gary, I think I'm a little surprised that with Treasure Coast winning the toss that they would actually defer. I would have thought they might want to take the ball first and see if they could try to run clock off with their offense.
Well, and that's just it. You're right. I mean, their offense, they've been known to do 5-6 minutes off the clock.
Instead, they're going to kick off, and so Vero Beach will get set to receive. Vero wearing the white unis tonight as the kickoff's going to be a little short, caught around the 20-yard line to the 25, to the 30. That's Crutchfield. 35, 40. Crutch trying to stay on his feet. And he'll get locked up right around the 41-yard line as they were trying to strip the ball from him. So that'll bring out the offense for Vero Beach, led by E.J. White, who's come in this season, replaced Champ Mons, who's on injury. Might see him back, but we're not sure exactly when at this point. But E.J. doing a phenomenal job so far. 1,472 yards, 17 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions through the air. He has run for 675 yards for 11 touchdowns. Yeah, he's been doing it all. But he's got Hillsman in the backfield as well, who's got a little over 400 yards with 6 touchdowns. He also can catch the ball. 17 receptions on the season with 3 touchdowns. As we'll get started from the 41, first down and 10, a keeper by White off the left side, and White pushing his way to the 50-yard line for an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, he gets in behind Quentin Dames and the big center Corbin Phillips over there, and he gets a nice push there, and you see Dames and Romeo Vargas on that left side get a good push, picks up 8 yards on the play.
Good to see David Mason back in the lineup
Yeah,
as well.
it is.
2nd and 2. Looking to throw this time. A quick pass off the left side. Woods trying to get away from the receiver. Spins out of one tackle, and he had first down yardage, but he lost it on the spin move.
How about a negative catch from first down? He had enough yardage to get the first down. And you've got to know your position on the field. You got it. Why are you trying to, reverse yourself and spin? You actually lost on that play a yard or two, and you lost your first down. Now it's 3rd and about 4 yards.
Woods comes in here with 24 receptions, 5 touchdowns. Ball spotted at the Vero 49-yard line. 3rd and 3. White looking to throw, looking for his receiver. It is caught. It's a first down. As he gets past the 40-yard line to about the 38, still on his feet. No whistle has stopped the play. Now
Wow.
Finally a whistle.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's Marcus Melbourne, I believe, that made that catch. But they had him stopped. Why didn't they just, that was a great throw, a little hitch route, a stick route out there. He just goes down, turns it 6 yards, well-thrown ball, and he got the first down and a little bit more. But they kept pushing and pushing.
First picks up 14, first down and 10. Woods bobbled the little pass, but he collects it, turns it on the right side, and gets past the 25 for another first down.
A little shuffle pass that time by quarterback to Woods. Trey Woods went from left to right on that. Good job blocking on the guys on the outside over there. You got Stinson on that side, and you had Melbourne was on that side. Good job blocking on that play, on that little shuffle pass around.
That's another Fighting Indians first down, brought to you by Frank Stawara, Tom Collins Insurance, your hometown coverage team. And first down and 10 at the 25. As this is the opening drive of the ball game, Vero started from its own 41-yard line, now at the Titan 25. Trips to the left side for the offense. Quick pass. Woods trying to shake another tackle, turns it upfield past the 20. Did he lose the ball? I think they're going to say he was down, thankfully, at the 19.
Yeah, this time that was a stick route to the left side, and he was wide open. They're giving they're playing a soft zone right there in that, and that's been open. He picks up about 6 yards on that little stick route. They're going to try to strip the ball. We've seen that, try to rip it out of your hands.
2nd down and 4. 2-by-2 setup on receivers. Hillsman now shuffling out of the backfield for an empty set. White pressured out. Roland's got some green grass in front of him. Turns it upfield. 15, 10. Spinning out of a tackle close to the 5-yard line. Another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That was a delayed blitz by the safety that time, and when the safety blitz came up, there was nobody to pick him up. So wisely, the athleticism of E.J. White allowed him to roll back to his left. He looked downfield, saw the first down marker, and ran past it.
Going a little tempo on a 12-yard gain. Now that's going to be a false start against Vero Beach.
Yeah, you got your wide receiver jumping off there. Now listen, these are the things that bite you right back. Instead of now instead of
First and goal at the 7. Now
you-
you're first and goal at the 12.
And that is tough. That is tough. That puts you behind the chains. Now they got a big, heavy team in here.
Yeah, they're going to bring in a couple of renders in the backfield. Oh, they got the little spin move here going on. Look at here, the little pirouette and shift to the left side. And flag's going to come in. Did we have too many men on
Delay
the
of
field?
game. I think they got delay of the game.
Oh, yeah. I thought they were trying to call timeout before delay a game, but
That was in Georgia and Auburn.
and so that ball's going to move back past the 15 to the 17-yard line now.
Well, now you got,
and it's still first and goal.
Now you got 2 mistakes you've made.
Yep.
On this last, this drive so far in penalties. 2 of them have pushed you back.
All right, so let's see what they do. Again, they're going to go with that little pirouette shift. Offensive line going to shift to the left side.
Where the other HDMI is.
Melbourne's in motion. White thinking about keeping it, now looking downfield. He's going to try to run, trying to get to the outside. Stays on his feet, shaking a tackle, and all that to get maybe to the 12. About a 5-yard gain.
Paul, excuse me. They were trying to get the ball to Render, the tight end. They were faking the run. He faked like he was going to go up and run, hoping that the safety would come up, and Render, the tight end, would have been open if he could have, but he couldn't. He wasn't open enough for him to throw it.
So second and goal, ball at the 12-yard line. Clock is coming up on 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the ball game. Vero started from its own 41. Woods in motion. Play action. Pressure is White out of the field looking for a receiver. It's caught in the corner. Touchdown. Is that Hillsman?
Yes, it is. What a throw. What a throw. When I say this to you, he is under pressure. He spins out, rolls out to his right. The defender is dropping back, and Hillsman is in the back of the corner on a dead run. He lays that ball right over the defender into Hillsman's hands. Guys, that is a big-time throw.
Swanson will come out for the extra point. Bantoff will get set with the hold, and we wait for the snap. The kick is up, and it is good, and the former Titan adds a point onto the board there, and Vero Beach leads 7-0.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
59 yards and 9 plays. E.J. White went 6 for 6 passing on that drive, and Vero Beach with a 12-yard pass to Hillsman for the touchdown, and they lead 7-0. That scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. And Gary, there were a few little stumbles there for the Fighting Indians, but in the end, they score.
Oh, you're talking to me? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is there another Gary?
Oh, I thought you said Terry. Yeah, but you know what I'm impressed by more than anything else? 5
that
minutes.
I'm talking to you, or?
No. That you, 5 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. We talked about typical drives by Treasure Coast. Indians went 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Little short kick by Swanson. Fair catch called. at the 30-yard line. So we will get our first glance at the Treasure Coast offense.
Now,
and that is led by Phil Alcindor.
For our audience that's listening, we are sitting outside. There is a strong breeze coming in. So sometimes, and we got a big loudspeaker right above us, so sometimes I just don't hear, as well.
Okay.
That's my excuse for tonight.
And last week. And the week before. First down and 10 for the Titans. And we're going to give them 5 yards as we jumped.
Malachi got a little anxious, don't you think? He wants to get across there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to get across there.
Not the type of recognition you want to get, Mr. Reed.
No, he wants a tackle.
1st and 5. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming, and it'll go down with a big sack in the backfield.
And that was Render.
Dontelis Render got in the backfield with a big sack.
They go right off the bat to a pass thinking we're going to run the ball, and we had them covered in the deep. The secondary did a good job. But Render playing left defensive end tonight, he got across there and got a sack.
So that will back the Titans up to a 2nd down and 11. So thanks to Render, we get the penalty yardage back at +1. And the Titans on their first play come out with a pass play. Let's see what they do on 2nd down. It's going to be a handoff, working off the right end. And wow, what a play, pushing them right back into the and how about Travion Townsend? Wow, what a play. He just pushed the blocker right back into the runner and knocked them both down.
That's the best analyzation I've heard. That's exactly what happened. He literally lifted his man up and the blocking wide receiver and just pushed him back and made the tackle. That's 2 big plays, and they've lost a bunch of yards on that one.
Well, they'll actually they gain a couple of yards, and they'll turn it into a 3rd down and 9 as they've got 2 receivers split out to the left side. It's going to be a handoff working off the right. Stopped around the 33-yard line and brings up 4th down for Treasure Coast.
Yeah, I don't believe this is 4-down territory. I think they punted.
Yeah, they're seeing the punt unit out.
They got the win when they're back right now.
Short game and bring up 4th down for the Titans. He's tackled by a whole tribe of Indians.
So that will bring out the punting unit for Treasure Coast. 3 plays. Vero Beach stops them, sends the punting unit out, and for Vero Beach, Townsend and Melbourne will drop back deep, wait for the punt. Little slow snap, and it's a line drive punt. Almost hit one of the offensive linemen, but wow, what a roll it just takes. It is literally taken about a 25-yard roll past the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
If that got four yards above the ground any time, I will say no. It was a line drive, almost hit the lineman.
I know.
The lineman running downfield. And that ball blew right by him. Unbelievable, but a great roll, as you said, Paul.
Well, take what you can here, and that'll bring the offensive unit for Vero back out. That last drive for Vero Beach, they went 59 yards and 9 plays. E.J. White went 6 for 6 passing on that drive. We'll set up 1st and 10 at our 28. We'll go trips on the right side. Bands off in motion. White looking to go swing pass left side for Hillsman. Hillsman shakes off a tackle. Hillsman down the sideline to the 40, 45, midfield. Still on his feet. He's going to go to the 35, to the 30, and down in Titan territory around the 29. What a run by Jonathan Hillsman.
He did not want to be tackled, folks. It was a little swing pass from the quarterback down the left sideline, and he just made everybody miss him. That's a great run.
44-yard reception for Jonathan Hillsman. That was about a 2-yard pass, and Jonathan did the rest. That's a first down for Vero Beach. Thanks, Frank Stewart, Tom Collins Insurance. As now 1st and 10 for Vero. White again looking to throw over the middle. He's got his receiver. Banzoff catches it inside the 15 to about the 12.
That's about his 15th catch of the season right there. And
how about 16?
16, all coming off good slants like that. Good catch. This young man has worked himself into rotation this year and has done a good job.
And that's another first down for Vero Beach. And a red zone alert brought to you by Hummingbird Care Services. Handoff Hillsman off the right side, trying to cut it up, turns it back out to the outside, gets to the 5-yard line where he is stopped.
That was all him. His receivers, for some reason, I don't know what happened out there, but they kind of like engaged, and then they looked back, and there was Hillsman running up, picks up about 6-7 yards on that play.
Yeah, turned it into a 2nd down and 3. The ball on the 6-yard line. 2:45 counting in this first quarter. Vero's leading 7-0. Twin receivers on either side. Now Woods in motion. Play action as White keeps it off the right side, and he'll go in from 6 yards out for the score.
That was that fake shuffle pass they normally run, and he low snap, but he faked it. The receiver acted like he had it, and then great job blocking by David Mason on that one side over there, and Champ Smith, Corbin Phillips on that right side. They did a great job of blocking there, and he just went in the end zone. I don't believe he got touched.
Swanson, well, official's going to stop some things here as we'll wait for the extra point try. Vero Beach had that ball on their own 28-yard line and went zip, zip, zip down the field thanks to a 44-yard catch and run by Jonathan Hillsman that set him up. Swanson is going to put his second one up of the night, and it is good. Vero leads 14-0.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinary Pools.
Well, Vero Beach scored on its second possession of the night. 4 plays, 72 yards, and just hit the short pooch kick. Hey, while we got a second, let's go down to the sideline, check in with Matt, who's got a special guest.
Yes, I'm down here with our linebacker from last year, TJ Alford. TJ, you're playing for the #1 team in the nation. How's it going in Ohio State?
It's been great.
Tell me this, what's the biggest difference between high school and college, especially at that level?
To be honest, everything, is faster, everybody's stronger, and it's more terminology to learn, so everything really.
Everything? All right, you got Coach Day up there, you got Coach Jankowski. What's the biggest difference between them?
To be honest with you, I can't see it different. They both crazy. they both be going crazy on the offense.
I love it. I love it. How neat is it to be back here watching your boys who are also #1 in the state?
It's been great. They've been balling this year. When we be traveling to our games on Friday, I'll be watching, so it's been great.
Awesome. Well, hey, good luck this year. Continue with that. Congratulations for being the #1 team up there as well.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Well, on first down, Treasure Coast went with a screen pass to the right side, got a couple of blocks, and turned it into a positive play of a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Townsend was yelling, and Crutchfield was yelling, hey, guys, need a little help over here. There were 3 receivers out there on that side. two guys came across. I mean, Crutchfield and one other guy came across, and they just threw a screen, and they picked up a couple yards on that play.
2nd and 7. Around the left side is Mackey. Mackey trying to look for a lane, and it looked like the ball came out. Saw the beanbag go in there. Oh, there's a flag down, and it might go against Vero Beach here. Yep. They're going to call us for a face mask, Gary.
Yeah, that's when you've got a team that runs the ball a lot and you do things, you're going to come up and try to make a tackle. That wasn't intentional. I think what you did is you tried to grab the body. When a running back lowers his head, a lot of times you do catch that, and you try to let go as fast as you can so you don't get called for it.
That'll put the ball up to the Titan 47-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Treasure Coast. Titans are down 14-0 to your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. We've got 1:45 to go, first quarter. Two receivers on the right side. Now a receiver in motion. Looking like set up for a screen pass, and it will fall incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, they had a little sprint to the outside. Anthony Cohen is a sophomore that was thrown as a quarterback, and Cohen actually just could not hit his opening receiver out there, which is Warren, who was out there and was open. He just couldn't hit him, and that ball drops, and it's wasn't even close.
2nd down and 10. Still at the 47-yard line of Treasure Coast. Clock stopped on the incomplete at 1:32 remaining first quarter. Looked like a little counter, Mackey, and then he stayed on his feet, shaking off of tackles. He's off to the left side to the 30 and out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line.
There's that misdirection that you get lost in. That was a great job by Mackey that he was able to get him behind his offensive lineman, and there was a seam there. And the problem is you could not find the ball, and that's what happened. They lost the sight of the ball, and before you know it, he's in the backfield, and he got a nice run there.
Picks up 23. They'll spot it at the 30-yard line of Vero Beach, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Treasure Coast.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Titans at the Vero 30-yard line.
Fighting Indians have scored on both of their offensive possessions of the night.
Wait a minute. They're calling timeout. The official for a water break with 1 minute and 21 seconds to go. And here's my complaint is that the clock, they went from the side in, and the clock was running down on that 20, the 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what bothered me more than anything when I said that the water break. That at 1:21, now they're bringing everybody back out.
So 1:21 left here in the first quarter. The score is 14-0.
I don't know. You know me and officials sometimes.
What, you?
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I get criticized because I say things, but why would you call a timeout when the clock is running and then for a water with 1:21?
So wait a minute. You're getting criticized because you've been criticizing?
Yeah,
There's some irony there.
I know it.
Weird. 1st down.
Oh, they had 2 men in motion.
Are you upset by that?
No. No, you can't upset me.
No, I don't know. I've seen.
I guess what I'm upset about was that with that play, that call, that how they did that, the officiating crew.
Yeah, well, I guess it's mandatory, Gary, because it's supposed to happen around 6 minutes, and we're at 1:21.
Yeah, correct me. I mean, all you officials out there.
So, move them back 5 yards. 1st down and 15 at the 35-yard line of Vero Beach. Two backs in the backfield. Now, are we going to get a delay of game? Indeed we are. There you go. There's the makeup on the water break.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And my point was, here we are, 1 minute and 21 seconds, and that's happened 5 minutes ago. We've had 5 minutes of non-football.
Take the win, Gary. Take the win.
I know it.
So that's now backed up to the 40-yard line where it's 1st and 20. They'll send two receivers wide to the right side, two backs in the backfield. Cohen's going to hand it off the left side, and only about a yard gain on the play.
Yeah, that's good job up there inside there. You saw your linebackers there. You saw Bobby Burbick as a defensive lineman, Render a defensive lineman. You saw Phillip, the linebacker, come up, Stone come up. That was just a good job.
You know, Gary, we haven't had a chance really to mention about this. You know, Lance Stone is a former Titan, so he's had a chance to see this offense quite a bit.
Yes, he has.
2nd down and 19. Handoff, going to go off the right side, shaking of a couple of tackles, and we'll push for about another 2 yards. And we'll see if that's going to be the last play of this quarter with 30 seconds to go. And 3rd down for Treasure Coast. And what is sure to be 2-down territory for these guys. So it'll be about a 3rd down and 17 now for Treasure Coast. 12 seconds to go in the quarter, and Coach Jones may just let this run out here. 5 seconds to go, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So the first quarter is going to come to an end here, and Vero Beach has answered the bell so far. Hillsman with a 12-yard reception. E.J. White with a 6-yard run, and that's where we stand at the end of one. Vero Beach leading 14-0. Stick around. We got the second quarter right after this.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Back here at South County Stadium, set to go into the second quarter. Paul and Gary here in the box. Let's go down to Derek on the sideline real quick.
Guys, we talked about midline being really important to defend. That was the first 2 plays that Treasure Coast has run the ball on the midline. They've really been attacking our edges, but both in our inside and outside, we've done a good job thus far, with the exception of that one counter.
Treasure Coast looking at a 3rd down and 17 to start the second quarter. Vero leads 14-0. And the officials taking their time trying to get things in place here. And here we're ready to go. And then we jump. My goodness.
Please don't be 23.
Guess what?
My buddy, my friend, our player of the game. Last week, I love that kid. He's such a great kid, too. I'm not even going to call his name out.
3rd down and 12. Cohen looking to throw right side. It got tipped. It's intercepted. Return to the midfield into Titan Terry around the 45-yard line.
I believe that was Lockhart. Was that, or I'm trying to think who.
Or was that Drayton?
Or Drayton. I can't see the number.
Yeah, it was Lockhart. Good call. Lockhart with the INT.
Yeah, good job. He just standing right there when the ball got tipped.
Yeah.
And picked it. I saw it come in, and wow, what a job. I'm sure it was one of the big linemen up front. It could have been on that side. Malachi, there you go. My buddy Malachi Reed tipped the ball and allowed Lockhart to intercept it.
First down and 10 for the Fighting Indians, leading 14-0. They're in Titan territory at the 45. Hand off to Hillsman. Our keeper by White. White trying to get around the right edge to the 40 and out of bounds near the 35.
I tell you what, they don't realize how fast he really, really is on that. That was such a great fake. You and I both. I was following the handoff. Then I saw him pull that ball back out and took off to the outside, picks up 9 yards on that one.
White came into this ball game, had run for 675 yards and 11 touchdowns. He just got a touchdown earlier to make that 12 now. Another handoff. This handoff goes to Hillsman off the left side. Flag comes in. Probably going to be a hold as Hillsman to the edge and will turn it into a touchdown. But it's probably coming back.
It is. It is.
Ball or flag down at the 35-yard line. And it will be a hold. And so that's going to push us back to the 45-yard line, which was our initial line of scrimmage.
And the sad part about that is that he bounced outside and he was gone. Then the flag came out when the holding was maybe a little behind. But that's all right. I mean,
that was a good 36-yard run by Hillsman.
Wow.
But all for naught. The holding penalty will bring us back to the 45-yard line where we got started on this drive. And we'll be second down and 10. So take the touchdown off the board. We'll set up with 2-by-2. Receiver set. Hillsman in the backfield off the right side. Receiver in motion. Gets the shovel pass. Turn it up is Jacobs. Jacobs to the 45. Jacobs down the sideline. Jacobs and he stepped out of bounds around, I believe, the 25, maybe 20
30-yard line. 30.
Oh, they're marking it at the 30. Okay.
Yeah.
But it will be enough for a first down. That's another Fighting Indians first down, brought to you by Frank Stewart and Tom Collins Insurance, your hometown coverage team.
That was a nice little shuffle pass. If he doesn't hit that boundary, he is off. He's in there.
Yeah, had some good blocks and was right down, tight rope in the sideline, but just stepped out around the 30-yard line. First down and 10. Hand off to Hillsman, looking for a block, cuts it inside. Turns it upfield. Hillsman still on his feet to the 10-yard line, and that will be a first down.
Hey, how about the blocking on that play right there? The wide receivers, that offensive line, especially to the left side, did a great job of getting over there. Again, Romeo Vargas, Quentin Dames, and then you got your wide receiver out there, Melbourne and Jacobs. They did a great job.
At the 12-yard line after the 18-yard run. First down and 10. Shovel pass for Banzoff around the left side. Turns it upfield. And he'll just be shy of the goal line. Stop it at the 5.
Another one of these little shuffle passes out there. You rely on your receivers to try to help you, and they did. They got him about 7 yards on that pass.
Second down and 3 coming up for Vero. Just getting into this second quarter, Vero leads 14-0. Lockhart with an interception had set Vero Beach up on the plus side of the 50 at the 45. And Vero looking at a second down and 3. Shovel pass again. Right side. But this time tripped up and a late flag comes in.
Yeah, you've got to run outside. You had to block. There's not much help on the inside. That is a wide.
Pass off the right side.
Everybody's blocking, and there's a flag on there, but holding against Vero Beach.
That's a hold on the Indians. That'll back them up 10 yards. We'll play second down.
So instead of second and short, it's going to be like a second down and about 13.
I'm sure it's got to be one of the wide receivers that were out there blocking.
Most likely, yeah.
And they've been doing a good job, too.
So put the ball at the 15. 2nd and 13.
Make it a 13-yard touchdown.
Twin receivers on either side. Stinson on the receiver screen. Stinson with a block and will walk into the end zone on a 15-yard pass.
Wow, that is a beautiful job of blocking. You got that, just a screen, as you said, Paul. They set it up. The receivers did a great job. White throws a beautiful pass out there, and you've got both receivers blocking, and you saw the athleticism. He makes a move, freezes one guy, and he just kind of jogs on into the end zone the last 3 or 4 yards.
Untouched. 15-yard reception by Xavier Stinson. Stinson gets his 13th touchdown of the season. As we wait for Riley Swanson, and he puts this one up and through. 21-0 here in the second quarter. Vero on top.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
5 plays, 45 yards, a 15-yard reception by Stinson into the end zone, and Xavier will get his 5th touchdown of the season. My correction there. And Vero Beach now leading 21-0. 10 minutes still left in the second quarter. Swanson will boot this one high and deep into the end zone, and that'll be the touchback. And the Treasure Coast offense, Gary, back out at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this is what a great drive, though. I mean, you shot yourself in the foot with penalties several times. In the last couple drives, you put a lot of penalties out there, but you've been able to overcome those. And again, that's Coach Jay's style, his scheme, his offense. You got to love, Paul, you and I have been doing this a long time, and he's been here a long time too. And it just amazes me that how well and well executed this offense is with these kids out here. I mean, he has been more creative this year than I think in the years past.
So Cohen and the offensive unit back out on the field for Treasure Coast, down by 21. Handoff off the left side, nothing there as the Indians front just stacks it up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's when you got Hendrickson jumps in there, makes that hit on that one there. Malachi Reed, Big Josiah Taylor is in there. Bobby Burbick's on that line. Render is also on the line. Then you got 2 good linebackers in Duke Phillip and Lance Stone. Lance Stone's fired up because, he, like you said, he played here.
Played 2 seasons here. And was one of the lead in both seasons. His sophomore and junior years was one of the leading tacklers for the Titans. And now in his senior season, he's a Vero Beach Fighting Indian with 40 tackles coming into this ball game. Second down, trying to stretch it out left side. The Titans trying to get to the edge, and nothing there. Wow, what a play by the Vero defense. They're swarming.
I'm going to tell you what a hit. That was a great hit by Hillsman. Jamarian Hillsman comes over from his safety. Boy, they could just have long names. I can get Jay out of that. Jamarian did a great job. And then there's his brother Jonathan, who's done a good job tonight.
I'm just proud of you for saying Malachi.
Yeah. And
8:35 and counting second quarter. Vero leads 21-0. 3rd down and 8 for Treasure Coast. at their own 22. Cohen rolls, looking to throw, fires, has a receiver, and then it's dropped. I'm not sure if he would have got a first down, but he had a couple of blockers in front of him, and now it's 4th down.
Wow, those are things you just, as a quarterback and as a coach, you call a good play. You had the open receiver. Quarterback hits him right on the numbers, and he drops it. There's nothing you can do but go back to the sideline, and there's no use chewing him out, yelling at him or anything, because you just got to. It's been that kind of year for them.
Exactly. Punt unit out for the Titans. Townsend, Melbourne back deep. They're both standing on their Titan 45-yard line. Last punt was a line drive that rolled for about 30 to 35 yards. High snap, but this one, little sideways punt, taking a bounce around the 35-yard line, and Vero Beach is trying to get away from it. Will stop around the 37-yard line of Treasure Coast.
That wasn't a very long kick. That was probably about a 14-yard kick, like somewhere in that neighborhood.
So Vero Beach now with great field position to start this 4th drive.
At the Titan 37-yard line, that's where the Indians
spotted at the Titan 37.
Yeah, this is a strong wind you're kicking into right now. We're looking at the flag, and that thing is just ripping, and he's kicking right into that.
Indians will have 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. 1st down and 10. White looking swing pass for Hillsman left side. He's got some blockers. Hillsman to the 40 or 30. Hillsman to the 20, 15, 10, and down inside the 10 for Jonathan Hillsman. 1st down.
Yeah, the only reason they got him is they were the last 2 guys back, and they had a good angle. Nice little screen pass to the running back to the swing to the outside. Good job.
Picks up 28. Now we're going to try to go with some tempo, and it's 5 wide, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. 1st and goal at the 8. Quick one. Woods looking for a screen, and, boy, he had no help over there. Boy, the Treasure Coast defenders got past the blockers.
That was a good job.
And Woods down.
Yeah, that was. He didn't get enough block. The 2 key blocks were made, but there was too many guys over there. The one guy that didn't get touched made the tackle.
2nd down. About a loss of a yard on the play. This time we're going to have 2 receivers left side. Single on the right. Hand off to Hillsman, looking for some blocks. Hillsman trying to bully his way, and will get down to the 5-yard line for 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, that's a good job by the defense on that play there. They did a good job of getting across and finding that, recognizing that, reading that, and made the tackle.
Down to about the 7-yard line, tackle made by number 11, Tyler.
So it looks like it actually will be at the 6-yard line, Gary, for 3rd down and goal. 6.5 to go in this 2nd quarter. 21-0 lead for Vero Beach, and trying to see if they can put another one on the board.
Dak Bolin, the running back, is in now also.
Yeah, Chase in the backfield. Trips on the right side, single receiver left. EJ with the keeper, looking for some blocks, and EJ with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, 6 yards out again.
Yeah, he had brought in Chase Dak Bolin, and he does a great job of blocking the linebacker right up the middle on that play. I don't believe, in that one right up the middle, I don't believe the quarterback, EJ, got touched.
I don't think he got touched either. Great job of making a hole there on that offensive line, and then Dagbowen making sure to clean it up for anybody else. And EJ goes in 2nd time again from 6 yards out for a rushing touchdown tonight.
You got to love this offensive line doing a great job. It starts with Vargas on the left, Quentin Dames in the left guard, Corbin Phillips, David Mason, and Champ Smith. What a job.
Swanson puts another one up, and it is good. 28-0, Vero Beach on top.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast, our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Caps Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Caps offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Caps Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Sacred Alkaline Water.
South County Stadium, home of the Treasure Coast Titans, and Vero Beach, again, in dominating fashion, leading over Treasure Coast 28-0. The last drive here, 4 plays, 37 yards, a 6-yard run by E.J. White, his second rushing TD of the night, also from 6 yards out. And Vero Beach up 28-0. That scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency as the Indians will get set to kick off. And Maurer will kick this one high. And right at the goal line, now they're going to call it the touchback. So White on the passing, 12 for 12. 169 yards on the night. And two touchdowns, one to Hillsman and one to Stinson.
You know, that would be a great game for a lot of guys. And here we are, it's just 6 minutes into the second quarter, and he has such a great, he's had a great night already.
We have pizza and support our JROTC. Thank you.
Fighting Indians next week will be back home for the last regular season matchup. It's Somerset Academy at Pembroke Pines. That game is on a Thursday night, by the way, so make sure to note that. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Snap, direct, and push to the right side of the line. We'll get to about the 24-yard line, so pick up a 4 on the play. Or make it the 25 and a 5-yard gain for Treasure Coast.
I believe that was 5. I can't tell, 5 or 6 he carried that ball.
Yeah, that might have been number 5 for them.
That would have been Xavier Williams. But
yep.
It's tough because we're way up here, and they got the gold and on the black, and it's tough to see it.
5:25, second quarter. Titans going to let this one roll for a little bit before they take the snap here. Maybe try to run some clock here. 10-second for the play clock. Snap. It's going to be a counter for Mackey on the right side. Mackey gets tripped up.
He got tripped up by
at the 27-yard line.
By Phillip. Duke Phillip came across there and tripped him up. And then the guy that was blocking him pushed him. I don't know that I want to get him a little more angry at you.
So it'll bring up third down for Treasure Coast. 3rd and 3. Titans will line up with the tight formation here. And you see the Vero defense pointing it out. Looking for their keys. Direct snap off the left side. Good surge by the Titan offense. Gets to the 30-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a good job. Good job by their offensive line. They got that little tush push, you know, from the formation they were in that single wing. They just exploded up in there and got the first down. Is that their first down, or is that their?
I believe it.
That'd be
the second. They got one on a penalty.
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
.340 and counting, second quarter. Vero's leading 28-0. Indians on top. And Treasure Coast with the first down moves the chains. A new set of downs. Play clock inside 10. Now at 5. Snap. Another counter going to the right side this time, and the Indians were waiting for it, Gary.
Well, they're waiting. They want to run clock off is what they're doing. That time, Josiah Taylor was in on there. Duke Phillip was also in there on making that hit. But they're looking at the guy in the back, and when he raises his hand, he knows that's 10 seconds. Then they start doing that. That's when they're snapping the ball. When they move their hand and he does a parallel move to the ground, that's seconds going off.
So we'll see second down and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And it was Anthony Cohen that started at quarterback, but now you've got Williams playing more of the quarterback role here for the Treasure Coast Titans on this possession. Working around the left edge, and Indians just do a great job of stretching it out as there was nowhere to go.
Wow. Jamarian Hillsman does a great job of keeping to the edge, to the outside ball. He does a great job. He never gave up that edge, and he was the guy that came across. And when he tried to bounce out, he was there waiting on him.
And that's Jonathan Hillsman's younger brother.
Just a sophomore.
So third down and 11 coming up for Treasure Coast from their own 30-yard line. Minute 38 and counting left before we get to halftime. Titans are just going to take their sweet time here as they just want to let this clock roll and see if they can get to halftime, as we're now 10 seconds on the play clock. Williams, right side, trying to get to that edge, and nothing there as the Indians, and now a late flag's going to come in. Indians just surging through there and making a tackle for a loss.
I almost believe that was Jamarian Hill again.
All right, so what we're getting the penalty, it looks like it's going to be a horse collar against Vero Beach, and that will give Treasure Coast a first down. And the player for Treasure Coast is still down on the turf.
Ball on the field is a horse collar tackle on Vero, so that's going to be 15 yards and a first down. First and 10. Titans.
Well, with that penalty now, that's going to be 70 yards of penalty yardage for the Fighting Indians, as that ball will move to the 45-yard line of Treasure Coast.
That's one of the flags that I like. I don't mind, because that horse collar, you can get the jersey, but anytime you grab the shoulder pad and you grab it and yank him down, you can create a lot of injuries. You tear your knees, your body, whatever it may be.
Yep.
But because I think that's a good penalty, and I don't think Duke did it on purpose. I think he was reaching for the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And you grab.
It wasn't a malicious thing.
No, it wasn't malicious. No. And it never. Most of the time, it never is.
No, not
but
at all.
It's a good call. Makes you aware.
Yeah.
The problem is you want to get your hand, let it go as much as you possibly can, but you know what? Sometimes you can't.
All right. Well, good to see the young man able to get up and make his way off the field. And I might try to get a look at the jersey number, Gary, but I thought that might be Williams.
It's the running back again. It's hard to see those numbers.
So Anthony Cohen back in at quarterback for Treasure Coast with a first down and 10. Clock now back moving, and we're inside a minute at 45 seconds. And
there goes Vero Beach.
And we just gave him 5 yards there as Vero Beach jumps. We've seen this year in year out, Gary, where Treasure Coast, they like to make that little move just before the ball is snapped, where the offensive line.
Yeah, but you know that, and you see that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know what's coming.
The JV team this week worked with them on all that as their players came in, and they did, worked on it. and you just got to be patient. Watch the ball.
1st and 5 at midfield, and then there's another one. They did not call it. And fumble, and the Titans had to fall on it back at their own 45-yard line.
Believe it or not, on that one, he had an open edge on the outside.
He did.
It was a counter on that play, and the drop. And I think what they're going to do, that's going to be it at halftime.
Yeah, it is, as now we've hit 0 at the end of the second quarter.
And that's going to bring us to halftime.
So Vero Beach so far has done what it's supposed to do, and it has dominated here in the first half of play with a score of 28-0. And we'll see if we can't check in with Matt here. We'll have Coach Jankowski here in just a moment to talk about thoughts on this first half of play. Let's go down to Matt.
Coach, just about a perfect first half for your boys.
Yeah, everything so far so good. We got a few, offside penalties on defense, as if we've never worked on that before. But other than that, some things are going pretty well. So far so good.
What do you tell the boys at halftime?
To stay focused and keep it moving. I mean, obviously it's the district game, very important. So we want to, it's more about us than anything else. We want to make sure we clean things up that we need to clean up and keep our eyes on the road.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All
right, back to you guys.
Vero Beach leads 28-0 going into the locker room. The Treasure Coast Titans will get the ball to start the third quarter of play. Stick around. We got the Genesis Church of Vero Beach halftime show coming up featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. We'll be talking with Malachi Reed's mom, Rena, here in just a moment. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this piece. I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians halftime show, brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. Hi, I am Bobby Paris, and I have the great fun and privilege of talking with the moms of our senior varsity football players, while giving you all a chance to learn a little bit more about these hard-working athletes. My guest this evening is the adorable Rena Reed. She is the mom to Malachi Reed, number 23, defensive end for Fighting Indians. Malachi is 6'3", 210 pounds, and a mighty force to be reckoned with. Let me say that, per my husband, Malachi has several sacks under his belt and a ton of tackles for loss. Gary coached him when he played JV and said he was one of his favorite players. Not only an amazing football IQ, but great talent, and puts a lot of pressure on that opposing quarterback, and just a great all-around kid. So sounds like some good parenting. Kudos to you, Rena. But with all of this being said, this is about you, Rena. So tell us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Rena Reed. I was born in Fort Pierce, Florida. I was raised in Toccoa, Georgia, out in the country.
Okay.
I work at Perkins Medical Supply. I have 4 children. Their names are Michael Reed, he is 21, Micaiah Reed, she's 19. Of course, you guys know about Malachi Reed, which is, he's 17, he's a senior this year. And I have a little girl, she's 14, in the 9th grade. Okay. She goes to Vero Beach Freshman Learning Center. My husband has passed away, but he was also a former football player for Vero Beach High School as well. His name is Michael Reed. Some of you may know, some of you may not. Any special interests? Mostly I can say just work. church and family.
Okay, that's awesome. And you know what? I can see from what you told me a little bit about Michael's dad, he was a great athlete. Got some good genes in him. That's awesome. And you said special interest, church, and family. That's a lot right now with 4 kids. Rena, were you raised around sports, and did you play any sports growing up?
Raised around sports, not really, but I did cheerlead a little bit and play a little basketball as well.
Well, I think cheerleading is a big athlete. I think that's awesome. And basketball, definitely. So, all righty. Okay, Rena, busy mom, work, family, and crazy time of year. What is your secret for keeping it together?
I'm going to say lots of prayer. Cell phones come in handy because I can't say that I can remember everything, but when I can't, I can shoot that test and they can let me know what is what.
And with 4 teenagers in the house, there's got to be something going on all the time.
All the time.
Okay. Does Malachi help around the house with chores?
He has no choice. Yes, he does.
Okay. So what does he have to do?
He has to keep the bathroom clean, and he also have to take all the trash to the road on trash day. So that's trash and the recycling as well.
Okay. So you know what? Life does go on. We still have to take the garbage out. And I think that's great. And I always said, if these moms will teach these boys how to do that, they'll be a favorite mother-in-law. They will. When you all are home, and it is tough, especially with 14 teenagers and you're working, do you ever just say, okay, guys, we've got to sit down, no cell phones, we just want to talk. Let's just talk.
I do, and they do not be happy about it at all. They be like, oh, Mom, for real? Like, we talk every day. But most of the time, I just want to ask them about how they're feeling, about their day. Is there anything that we need to talk about? And most of the time, they're going to tell me no. But when they do that, then I say, well, let's read a little bit of this Bible so we can collaborate on how we perceive these scriptures.
That's right. And you know, I think that's great when you can do that with your family. And a lot of times that might open up some things that they might talk to you about otherwise. So good for you. I love to hear that. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Once again, Bobby Paris.
My guest this evening is the adorable Rena Reed. She is the mom to Malachi Reed, number 23, defensive end for Fighting Indians. Has Malachi always played for Vero schools?
Yes, he has.
Okay. So I know he played JV, so I do know that. And I think he's been a starter now for, what, at least 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have one of the best football programs around and an amazing booster club. What do you have to say about this organization?
I mean, I can agree. Like, there's no other school that has the support for our athletes. I think that our organization is outstanding.
I said the coaches have the guys' interests at heart, not only on the field but off the field. They want to see them succeed. And how many schools feed their athletes after each practice?
Right.
Malachi is a big boy. Is he still hungry when he gets home?
All the time. He gonna eat your food, my food. Look, I ask him all the time, boy, where do the food go? To your feet? But look, he just, I'm just gonna say, I guess because he works out a lot, the food just burn off very, very fast. His metabolism is high.
Okay, well, that's great. Does he have any favorite thing he likes for you to cook?
Yes, he likes tacos. He likes shrimp Alfredo. Pretty much anything. Malachi eats anything.
That makes it easy. That's great. Okay, as a mom in the stands, and I remember this, do you ever get nervous about his welfare as he is crawling out from under some of those piles?
I do, but I pray with him every morning before the game, and I ask the Lord to encamp his angels around him to keep him safe. He has had injuries in the past, but he has healed very well.
Okay. That is so great. We can never underestimate prayer. But I got to tell you, I think maybe he might be making some of those piles. So that's okay. What are Malachi's plans for after graduation?
Mostly he just say, Mom, I want to play ball. But I guess years ago he used to talk about zoology, but mostly he just want to play ball.
Okay. There must be a love for animals.
Yeah. When he was young, he used to bring me home every animal he could find. And I'd be like, Malachi, what are we going to do with this?
I think that's great. Well, maybe he'll end up being a vet, too, or something. That would be great. That would be great. So I know you said he wants to play football. Any schools talking to him yet?
Yes.
And that's all you're going to say?
Just yes.
Well, I think that's smart. I do. So he would like to play on the next level. We know that. Okay. Life after football, because there actually is life after football. There is a time when this comes to an end. I know you said zoology, and I think that's great. You know, I am a proponent of student athlete, student being number one, because you can't play if you don't have the grades. So tell me how Malachi is in the classroom.
He is awesome. A's and B's. When I grew up, my dad was very hard on grades, and I'm the same way. They always say, Mom, you're so hard. But my thing is, education gets you a long way. Yes.
Education's power. And I know you said sometimes he comes home and he's so tired, and but he gets to the dining room table, and he gets those books out, and he gets it done.
Yes, ma'am. Some nights after practice, he just be at the table, like he just be so tired. He'd be like, Mom, I'm so tired. And I'd be like, boy, you better pray and ask the Lord to give you some strength. He'd be like, Mom, I'd be like, you better pray.
You got to get it. You got to get it. That's true. You know, Rena, we have a crazy world. I refer to it sometimes as a broken world at times. If you had to name 3 priorities to secure a child's success for their future, what would they be?
First, I would like to always say to put God first. Okay. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. Right. Second would be respect for others and yourself. Mm-hmm. And I'm big on discipline. Mm-hmm. So if you can have discipline, I think you're able to succeed.
You can pretty much do everything if you've got some discipline in your life. And you've got a good foundation. You're grounded because you've got God there too. Yeah. So good for you. Rena, if you could have a Rena day just for you, what would that look like?
Honestly, just phones off, just relax. I never get a day where I don't have to do nothing. By me being a single mom,
that's right.
4 kids and 1 grandchild, it's like, hey, it's always something. Somebody needs to do something. So if I could have one day, it would just be to turn my phone off, watch some TV, and just relax.
Okay. And you know what? I hope you get that real soon. I really do. You need it. Anyone you would like to give a shout out to?
Yes. I would like to give a big thanks to Coach Betha and his son, Coach Pat. They have did an amazing job with Malachi. Without them, I probably couldn't do it, because even when things were hectic, Coach Betha played a big part. I would also like to give a shout out to my church family for all their prayers and support, for Perkins Medical Supply, because guess what, they keep me so I'm able to feed Malachi, of course. That's right. And just God, just thanking him for everything, because I need him daily.
That's right. Don't we all? Okay, it's been great talking to you and getting to know your family just a little better. We will be watching number 23 as he helps our Indians to a winning season. And I might say, So far, so good with them. I know you all will be the 12th man in the huddle up in the stands yelling loud and proud. So with that we say, Go Fighting Indians!
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Christian FM is supported by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping Incorporated, providing licensed and insured services in Vero Beach since 1991. Their services include lawn care, landscape design, irrigation, pest and termite control, mosquito misting systems, and seasonal preparation. Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping takes pride in always keeping your property looking its best. 772-569-8680 or CaribbeanLawn.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, thank you. As we are back here at South County Stadium, we'll get the second half underway here in just a moment. Let's take a look at your Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats. For Treasure Coast, not a pretty picture. Pretty much what you probably have seen all season long. If you're a Titans fan or if you've been following Treasure Coast, these will be familiar numbers. 38 yards of offense on the ground, only 3 yards in the air. So a total of 41 yards, 4 first downs on the night, 1 turnover, and just two penalties, though, for Treasure Coast. For Vero Beach, a grand total of 243 yards of offense, 74 on the ground, 169 through the air. On the ground, Hillsman's got 3 for 28. White's got 6 for 46 and 2 touchdowns. White through the air is 12 of 12, 169 and 2 touchdowns. Woods has got 4 catches, 29 yards. Stenson 1 for 15 and a score. Hillsman 3, 84 and a touchdown. Banzoff's got 2 for 24, and Jacobs has got 1 for 15. Vero's got 8 first downs and 9 penalties on the first half for Vero Beach. So not a good part of the game for Vero Beach, but all things considered, Gary, pretty good as you're sitting here 28-0 at halftime.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me more than any of it is the 9 penalties. That's the thing that you know, this time of the year, you should be more attuned into what you're doing, even though I know this is a very offense that moves and ups and downs and stuff like that, but it's not like you haven't practiced it all week and been aware of it. This is something that you've got to continue to work on. But other than that, I think we've dominated in every area of the game.
Well, with that, let's go down to the field, check in with the guys, and see what the messages have been in the locker room, starting with the defense first. Pitching a shutout, D. Life's got to be pretty good.
No question. I thought that they would try to attack our midline a little bit in pregame, but they really started out attacking our edges, and I really thought Townsend and Render just really played well, particularly on those first 2 drives. Then they went inside, and really our middle linebackers and our linebacking core kind of took over. So really, really good half. half. I thought all things considered in the first half, Coach Mata at halftime, he's like, guys, we need to lock in. We've played a half a ball, and some guys are going to be able to get a chance to play, and I want you all to know that they have earned the right to play, and you've earned the right to watch them and cheer them and encourage them on. The deeper we get into our season and we kind of get ready into a playoff run, it's really important for our guys that get the second and third team to really get some reps. So really important to lock in, kind of touch mitts together and collectively do this thing, whether you're in the game or you're on the sideline cheering. It's important that we kind of pay attention and finish this thing out right.
No doubt about that. All right, offensively speaking, 243 yards, 28 points. Yeah, okay, it's a good half of work, Matt.
I would say so. You got 4 possessions. You got 4 touchdowns. I think, Gary, you were mentioned earlier, sometimes we kind of start to shoot ourselves in the foot a little bit, but, you make it back, and you got a guy like EJ at the helm right now, and just being the point guard, dishing it around, and sometimes doing the layup himself. But, yeah, things are going well.
Matt, any thoughts about what we might see in the second half? Are we going to see the starters?
Well, I think we haven't heard yet, but my guess is from what Coach said in the locker room, he said, everyone play hard. Let's same mindset. Let's go out and finish this off. But, yeah, I would say let's get it to a running clock, and then you'll probably see the bench is empty.
All right. Well, first half of play is in the books here at South County Stadium, where Vero Beach is leading 28-0. Vero Beach will have one more game remaining on the regular season schedule. That'll be next week on a Thursday night, by the way, at the Citrus Bowl. Make sure to mark that down on your calendar. Thursday night, 7 p.m. kickoff. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. Garrett, the playoff picture now starting to take a lot better shape. It's starting to really come into focus now as Vero Beach, number one overall in the class, but number one in Region 3, which is what we play in. There's 4 districts that represent that particular region, and Vero Beach number one. And, obviously looking like towards they're going to have a win here tonight, which will then for sure lock up the district title. Looks like Jupiter, Dr. Phillips, and St. Cloud all will be district winners of their respective districts. And then you got Fort Pierce Central, who's had a phenomenal season. Congratulations to Coach Mike Watkins and what they've been able to do this year with the Cobras. And they're looking like they might end up being in the 3rd seed there when the bracket is finalized.
Yeah, most likely they probably will. They have that last game next week against Westwood, as you said, and they're playing some good football. Had a great game ago against Centennial, though, 34-32 last night, and lucky they came away with the win on that one.
Yeah, no kidding about that. So that will put Central at the 3rd seed, potentially Dr. Phillips at the 4, St. Cloud at 5, and then it's Palm Beach Central at 6, East Ridge at 7, and Lake Nona possibly at 8. Lake Nona's got to play the team in their district, Toho, and they're kind of neck and neck, but looking at how the state formulates things, I believe Lake Nona might have secured that spot, but you never know. We'll have a better idea certainly by the end of next week what the playoff picture is going to look like. But right now, we know one thing for sure. Vero Beach has been dominant this season, and they continue to show it, and they're getting rewarded by being the top seed, not only in their class but in the region as well. Kickoff underway, and this will go 7 yards deep into the end zone for the touchback. So the Titan offense, Gary, starts the second half from their own 20.
Yeah, and this is, a good field position for our defense here. Good job. When you can kick the ball and you put it in there consistently, and with the back with the wind is strong. But Riley Swanson has done that all year for us.
You got Riley, and then also Jay Maurer. I mean, these guys are trading off and taking shots, and like we talked about in our pregame show. I mean, you rarely see a field goal kicker at high school kick a couple of field goals in a game, let alone 2 different kickers kicking field goals. One from 25, that was Swanson, and then one from 44, that was Maurer. Titans are at their own 20, first down and 10. Down 28-0, and guess what? Here we go, and we'll give them 5 free yards thanks to the offsides penalty.
You just can't do that. It's just, you're preaching it in there, and you get the coaches, and they're talking to you, and all you got to do is look for the ball. Look at the ball. And it must be harder than that, than what I'm saying.
1st and 5. Receiver in motion, but it's going to be a run up the middle. About maybe a yard gain and turn it into 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, that's a good job by the guys in the middle.
Let's check in with Matt.
Guys, it is a little more difficult. Obviously, for us, it looks like just motion. They just watch the ball. But what they're doing is as they're going from that squat position to the hand in the dirt, they're actually given a cadence. And so when you're hearing that cadence, the same as the quarterback's giving, that's what's causing the jump, not just the motion.
Which is legal, I mean, because they're yelling what you can talk and tell with blocking scheme or whatever.
So we saw Anthony Cohen check back into the ball game here. 2nd and 4. Handoff off the right side. Wow. Duke Phillip comes in from the linebacker spot and lays a shot. But it'll still be about a 2-yard gain, and it's 3rd and 1.
Wow, he made a hit on that.
And then Crutchfield comes in and cleans it up.
Wow, he's got to get to the 30-yard line, and it's on the 28. So that was a good shot. That was a good hit.
Titans down 28-0 to your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. The Indians trying to wrap up district play here tonight, and with a win, secures the district title as they go 3-0 in the district. Receiver in motion. Off the left side, it'll be a 1st down for Treasure Coast as the line made a nice hole there. And we'll get to the 33-yard line for 1st and 10 for Treasure Coast.
Yeah, that's a good surge by their left side that time. Did a good job, got the 1st down. Again, it was a 5-yard penalty, put us behind the chains, or put them ahead of the chain, and put us in a position where you got 4 downs to get 5 yards, and they did a good job there.
1st down and 10 for Treasure Coast. By the way, join us Tuesday night, Cap's Pizza for Coach's Corner. You can join the show. It gets started at 6 p.m. We always have a good time there. We'll have Coach Jankowski. We always have our Scott Sporting Good players of the game, which we will name those a little bit later here tonight at our Roy Bell Grading Services Pulse Game show. Right now, 1st down and 10 for Treasure Coast from their own 33. Handoff off the right side, cut back up to the middle. We'll get about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, good job. Good tackle by Lance Stone. Stone steps up in there. Reddit had eyes on the ball, made the hit.
Gary, I want to take a moment here and want to really thank our video crew. We got here tonight, got set up, and had a serious malfunction with one of our computers here tonight. Wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get the broadcast on tonight. Lo and behold, these guys have really pulled out a miracle tonight.
That's great. And you were nervous and excited.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I never get that.
Yeah.
Never. 2nd down, 8. Handoff, left side. Well, they did a good job of fooling. Yeah, a little counter. Boy, I tell you, I was looking at the running back going off the right side, but they countered back to the left with Mackey. And Mackey stopped at about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Jaden Haywood comes up, makes a nice little play right there. We're getting from the sideline. It was a double handoff. That's why we saw the first, and then there was a second one going back, a counter going the other way.
And this week I watched that on film.
Yep.
Just trying to get prepared for it. I still missed it.
It's tough.
It is.
It is tough.
7:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Treasure Coast with the ball, 3rd down. Off the right side to the 40-yard line. Will not be enough for a 1st down. Now you got a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, and you're down 28-0, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, what do I do? I go for it. What do you got to lose?
I agree, Gary. I think right now, Coach Jones, the one thing he definitely wants to do is he wants to keep milking this clock for as much as he can.
Absolutely.
the season hasn't gone well at all. I mean, you're winless, and at this point, you're down 28-0. The likelihood of coming back is very, very minimal at best. So I think Coach Jones is almost at this point waving the white flag.
Big stand right here. If Vero can stop them, then they can go down and score and get the running clock.
It's a 4th down and 3.
There was some movement.
Handoff, no, keeper. No, it was a movement up in the gut there. And, boy, Vero Beach makes a big stand there, and there was a fumble. That's why, Gary. I thought for sure. I saw now flags coming in.
It's got to be a flag. I'm thinking it's got to be a post flag.
Yeah, dead ball foul here.
Dead ball foul, if there's anything.
But, yeah, there was a fumble, I guess, on the exchange there, Gary. Looked like they were going to get to the edge, and then all of a sudden it looked like they were going up the gut.
Well, the guy in motion coming toward us went up the field before the ball was snapped.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been called, and it wasn't. And I don't know what the flag is for.
I think it might be a little bit of unsportsmanlike.
It's a dead ball foul.
I agree. I think we'll get the ball.
That's silly. That wasn't that bad out there at all.
Yeah, it's going against Vero.
Ball foul on Vero, personal foul.
So
15 yards.
turnover on down. So Vero gets the ball, but they're going to back it up. So instead of being around the 37-yard line of Treasure Coast, they'll back it up to our side of the 50. Water break timeout at 6:44 in the third quarter. Vero Beach leads 28-0.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping.
Here at South County Stadium, Vero Beach turnover on downs, stops Treasure Coast, so now they'll get their first crack at offense in this second half, leading 28-0, starting from their own 48-yard line. Pass going from E.J. White. He was looking for Jacobs over on the left side, a little high, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, that's the first incompletion he's had tonight, and that was a bad thrown ball. That was high. That was way over his head.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside, or a little high.
So, second down and 10.
And he was open. I mean, the thing about it,
Jacobs was open.
Wide open.
Yeah. And we've seen some speed out of Jacobs, so that could have been a big, big play. Instead, it's a incomplete. Now you're going to go shovel pass right side for Woods. Woods trying to bounce to the outside, shakes off a couple tackles into Titan territory near the 48.
Again, he tried to cut back inside. And when you cut back inside, there's nothing but a lot of black shirts. It's got to get to the outside on that play. That's a what they call a wide shuffle pass, and you got to get wide.
Picks up 4. Third down and 6. So we hit 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Play action. White's looking. He's got time. He's going to let it fly downfield. Melbourne's there. Almost one-hands it.
Well, you had two receivers in the same area. You had Stinson and you had Melbourne there. I'm not sure who the pass was for. I think if Melbourne doesn't touch it, I think Stinson probably may catch it. But
possibly.
The thing is that there should not be two receivers going down the field.
Sure. Well, in that same area,
in the
for
same
sure.
area.
Yeah.
I meant,
yeah. So now you got fourth down. Offensive unit still out on the field. They need 6. Twin receivers on either side. Hillsman in the backfield, right side of White. Handoff, no, play action. Stinson on the receiver screen. Stinson turns it upfield. He's at the 30, 25, 20, inside the 15.
Yeah, that's a good job blocking that by wide receivers and good job running. Makes a nice catch, cuts back in, gets a block from Melbourne out there, and then the rest of it is his going down the field.
A great call to move the chains. Another is Tom Collins Insurance and Frank Stawara for your insurance needs. Stinson with the receiver screen, and Vero Beach now inside the red zone. There's a Hummingbird Care Services warning. White fires, finds Woods. Woods trying to turn it upfield to the 5. Touchdown, Trey Woods.
Good block by, believe it or not, I believe that is Hillsman, and Stinson made the block on that play. Boy, what a block they did on that little drag route coming across underneath, but good blocking by the wide receivers allows him to get. Now, we're one extra point away from the running clock.
Oh, boy, you had to say it, didn't you?
Well, one extra.
Oh, my goodness. Hope we don't get the broadcaster's jinx here. Oh, boy. Swanson waits for the snap. Banshoff's got the hold down. Swanson puts it up, and it is through. 35-0 lead, Vero Beach here in the third quarter.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Well, it's 5 plays, 52 yards, 12-yard reception by Trey Woods on the receiver screen, and it is now 35-0. Vero Beach leading that scoring drive, brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. And at 35-0 in the second half, we're supposed to go to a running clock, but right now the clock is at a standstill.
Yeah, maybe it's when the ball hits, when they make contact with it, then it's
maybe
I don't know. Maybe when they touch it downfield.
Kick's going to go high. This one's returnable at the 2, to the 10, 15, 20. Still pushing the pile to the 25. The pile still moving to the 27. All right.
Yep.
You would be right, Gary. The clock is moving.
Yeah, they made contact and the kickoff of there. And that made it to the running clock now. And there's going to be a wholesale of probably, well, right now they've got the regulars. They got a lot of starters out there right now.
So the ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line of Treasure Coast. First down and 10. Titans will send 2 receivers wide left. And now an empty backfield. Handoff, working around the left edge, and nothing there. Man, the white shirts are flying to the ball.
That was Malachi Reed that made the first contact out there at defensive end. He never lost the edge. Then Ryan Hendrickson comes flying in. Bobby Berwick, all those guys were doing a good job over there. Good job.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. So, Gary, we got our podcast coming up this week. What are we going to talk about?
Talk about, well, there's a lot to talk about. You'd have a little fun with this game right here. And talk about the guys, the players themselves would be fun.
Inside the press box, you can find it wherever you get your podcast from. Second down, Screen pass left side to the 31-yard line. Nice positive play for Treasure Coast there.
Yeah, it was good. Good. Haywood comes over and makes the tackle.
Yep,
Brings
down to
up
3 minutes left in the third quarter, and got a third down. All right, let's go down to Derek.
Guys, really good to see Tristan Davis coming in the ball game. Really been playing well. I know he's really, really happy to be back in the ball game tonight.
He's
Indeed.
great talent, just a junior, too.
Titans break the huddle. Third down and 4. They'll swing receivers on flip sides. Now receiver in motion. Off the right side is Cohen, and
There's
nothing
Hendricks.
there. My goodness. Vero Beach just firing off the ball, and Hendricks.
Hendrickson rode him down to the ground. Wow. Ryan Hendrickson. That makes up fourth down.
And so far, Gary, the offensive unit for Treasure Coast still out on the field.
I think you said it before. What do you've got to lose?
Right,
now?
yeah. You're looking at 4th down and 3, basically. As Cohen will make his way back out to the huddle after getting a check from the sideline. Clock is at 1:34 and counting. Waiting to see from the official on the play clock here.
A lot of time.
4th down and 3. I agree. It's quite a bit.
Oh, 2 guys in movement. 2 guys in motion.
So a handoff off the right side for Mackey. Mackey does not get to the line of scrimmage. And even though it might have been a penalty, there's no flag. I'm pretty sure Vero would have declined that in a heartbeat.
There was two guys in motion at the same time. And you can't do that. And I didn't see a flag thrown. And Lenny was going, I think the guys were down there I know I was going crazy up here.
Were you?
Yeah,
Nobody. I
just
did not
letting you
notice
know.
it. Didn't
No,
notice
you
that.
didn't notice that
at all.
Wow.
All right. So we got the ball at our own, or to the Titan 34, and only got about 35 seconds left here before the end of the quarter. And I think if I'm Vero, I don't even know if we run a play here, Gary, because we can pretty much let this run out, I believe.
It's 25 seconds when you come back in on this one.
Waiting to see the official if he's going to, well, the snap is there. White's going to fire. Hits Woods again. Woods trying to turn it upfield. Woods gets close to the 25-yard line, and that will do it for the quarter here as we hit the last 3 seconds of the third quarter of play. Vero Beach with Trey Woods got in the end zone and extended the lead to make it 35-0 as we head to the fourth quarter. This is Fighting Indians football.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The McCall Agency, Inc. owner is a fourth-generation Vero Beach resident and big supporter of the community and the Fighting Indians. The McCall Agency, Inc. is an independent agency and broker whose motto is securing your future one policy at a time. To learn more about personal, commercial, life, or health insurance services, Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856 or McCallAgencyInc.com.
South County Stadium in Port St. Lucie is where we are tonight as Vero Beach back-to-back weeks on the road and looking like back-to-back weeks with a couple of wins as well. As right now they lead over Treasure Coast 35-0 as we head into the fourth quarter here. Paul, Gary, Derek, Matt, Don all here tonight right next door to Met Stadium. And Vero Beach with the ball. Looking at a second down and 2. White's going to hand off. Dagbolin off of one block, turns it upfield. Dagbolen to the 20-15, and he'll have a first down. Wow, way to bounce off a couple of tackles and keep it going.
Yeah, he started to his right and bounced back. He ran into his own guy and bounced back. And then he saw an angle to the left, and he got up and got the first, or didn't bounce up. He was already up. He turned and got his first down. What a great play.
Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert. Another play off the left side. That was Banzoff, who good penetration by the Titan defense could not get the blocks there, and Banzoff tackled near the 14-yard line.
Eldrick Warren came over and made the hit.
So now looking at 2nd down and 10. Still see the starting crew in there for Vero Beach.
Well,
only one is Dagbolen in for Hillsman.
Yeah, and I don't see Stinson out there.
White firing, finds his receiver, Banzoff inside. Banzoff trying to make his way to the end zone and stopped a yard shy.
He got hit there. He does a legit hit. He got knocked down on that play.
We're seeing some big boys coming in here now, Gary.
Yeah, they take the big guys out.
1st and goal at the 1. I wonder, Gary, might we see a particular play here tonight?
Number 55?
Yeah. I'm wondering if we might see the 55 special. All right, now we got an injured Titan.
I tell you what a hit. I mean, but to Banzap.
Austin is a tough kid.
Tough kid. He bounced
But you
up.
know what? He plays lacrosse. He plays a lot of lacrosse, and I know it's not the same as football, but man, that's a physical game.
Yeah, he did. Matt just asked me, did he just say lacrosse on the air?
I did.
You did, huh?
Do you disagree?
No.
I mean,
it's not football.
Was it? Let me ask you this: was it good enough for Jim Brown?
Wow.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but Jim
Thank
Brown.
you very much.
But Jim Brown ran over everybody.
I'm not saying I'm just saying,
You're digging deep on that one.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't really hear a good defense from you on this, by the way. That's all I'm going to say on that. We got 10-15 to go in this 4th quarter. Vero's up 35-0, looking at a 1st and goal. And right now, one of the injured Titans being attended to. It looks like it might just be cramps, thankfully.
Yeah. How do you defend Jim Brown? Jim Brown was an All-American lacrosse player. And then, of course, he's a Hall of Famer. But
right.
You asked me.
Thank
about,
you. You are just making my case. You are just making my point with everything that you're saying. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're right.
So make sure, folks, to tune in to our podcast, Inside the Press Box, where Gary and I will debate about lacrosse and football. Look forward to it. It's going to be a good time.
A lacrosse player would say it's every bit tough as football.
So maybe a little more than cramps here, as they're really having to help the looks like one of the linemen off the field here for Treasure Coast.
Let's hope he's going to be all right.
Yeah,
he is wobbling a little bit.
Certainly. This is the last game for Treasure Coast. They play a 9-game schedule, as Vero Beach now will head out to the line here.
I see a 55
I see a big
ball.
55 in the backfield. He gets the handoff and plows into the end zone.
They call that, we call it the JV, a tank formation, but they call it, when you got the big guy back there, big tank.
So Vero Beach extending the lead now 41-0, pending the extra point here. And
there's some injury. Somebody's hurt
well,
down there. I guess
a couple of guys still trying to get up or something. I don't know. Matt, what you got down there?
So we had a couple guys a little slow getting up, and those were our starting linemen. That's because the other starting lineman decided to go over the top, and he kind of did a belly flop on all of them.
That's the big tank landed on the tankers.
It's almost, we only have so many cameras around, and that's almost when you would like to have that camera right down there. You get the slow-mo of that play. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that's his third touchdown of the season.
I know.
And that's a good reward for him. Did you see him explode? He exploded through there.
He sure did. Swanson gets set for the extra point. He puts this one up, and it is through. Vero extending the lead to make it 42-0.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
The nonprofit Mental Health Association in Indian River County offers free walk-in screenings. No appointment is needed. Check out their other services at mhairc.org or walk in at 820 37th Place, Vero Beach, because it's okay to get help.
Back here at South County, where it was 5 plays and 34 yards for Vero Beach and a 1-yard run by Champ Smith, who gets his 3rd touchdown of the season. And the Vero Fighting Indians have extended their lead now 42-0 over Treasure Coast, as the clock ticking here is at 7:40 and counting.
I think Vero's short players on the field. I think they're. All right, now they got 11. Another guy just came on.
Swanson gets set for the kickoff. This one's high. It's returnable. Bobbled, and the ball bouncing around on the ground and still around the ground. And Vero get on it here. Close. We'll wait the signal here. Vero isn't jumping around, so I've got to believe Treasure. Yeah, Vero Beach comes out of it. Yeah. How about that?
How about that is right. How about Raymond? Carpenter. Raymond Carpenter. He's a great kid. I love that kid. He's been on the JV for a couple years, and he's played on the varsity the last couple years, and he's a great kid. He comes out and makes every practice. He's just a great kid. I'm glad to see him do that. That's a great fumble recovery.
So Vero's going to get the ball at the 24-yard line, up 42-0.
Vero.
We took a water break here, so well, with that, Gary, that'll give us a moment here to talk about Vero Beach next week. Back to the Citrus Bowl, Billy Livings Field, and it's a Thursday night ball game against Somerset Academy. That'll finish out the regular season. Now, make sure to note that, folks. It's a Thursday night, 7 p.m. kickoff. We want to make sure all of Vero Nation shows up for the last regular season ball game and then get a week off, Gary, before the playoffs start.
Absolutely. That's great. It's a great game for having for me on Thursday, because on Friday I would have been flying out to Waco for the Baylor game with UCF, and then we got an open date here at Vero for the before the playoffs.
Yeah, so the state this year added an extra weekend before playoffs start. They call it the Hurricane Week, and there actually are several teams, not due to a hurricane, but because of weather delays and postponements, are using that extra week to get some games in, and it's critical because a lot of these teams need it, to see if they can actually get into the playoffs. Some of them are district matchups, but some of them are just to see if they can improve their strength of schedule and get a power ranking. First down and 10. Kaler into the ball game, hands off to Dagbolin. Dagbolin pushing his way to the 20, to the 19-yard line.
Almost 4 yards on that play. Good job of blocking by that offensive line. It's a bunch of new bodies in there.
Still see, let's see, on the left side, you got Marcus Melbourne into the ball game still, and Bansoff there as well. Jacobs. And then Henley in the ball game over on the far side for the receivers. Trips to the right side for 2nd down and 5. Dagbolin gets the handoff again, bounce it off the right side, and we'll pick up another 3 to almost 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, good job of moving the ball up and down there on the field. You're just short of it. And you got, again, this is what this whole rest of the quarter is going to be, all backups coming in for probably both teams.
Yeah, so now down to a 3rd and 1 now for Vero Beach. At the Titan 14. Excuse me, the 16. Another handoff. Dagbolin cuts it back up into the middle. He'll get to the 10, and that will be a 1st down for Vero Beach, thanks to Frank Stewart and Tom Collins Insurance. And it looks like it'll be 1st and goal, I believe, if they got it at the 10.
Yeah, it's good job running. Good job blocking by the guys up front. I mean, you got to give those guys. You got Shadrach Washington up there. You got
Dale Mason's
Cooper
in there.
Bechtel is up there. Dale Mason's in there. Again, Eli Rojas is up there in there.
1st and goal at the 10. Shovel pass, Henley working around the right edge. Henley pushing his way past the 10 to about the 8-yard line.
That's
2nd and goal.
Another little reception for Henley.
Clock's at 3:40 and counting. A 42-0 lead for Vero Beach. So the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show is coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll have a chance to talk to one of our coaches. We'll have our Scott Sporting Good players of the game, and we'll have our Midas of Vero Beach play of the game. 3:20 and counting. 2nd and goal from the 8. Trips to the left side. Handoff. Dagbolin to the 5. Pushing his way. Touchdown. Chase Dagbolin. 10 yards out.
It's good to see Chase bang his way in there for a touchdown, too. What a good job. What a good job running. Good job by that offensive line. And, it's just, yes, it's a blowout, but you know what? Everybody's getting a chance to play.
100%. So an 8-yard run by Dagbolin. Vero Beach with 6 more, now at 48 points. And Jay Maurer will come out for the extra point. And Jay boots it through. It is now 49-0 with the clock still chiming here at 2:20 and counting. And so we'll just keep it right here as we work down the last couple of minutes here. And want to thank HBS Glass, our 4th quarter sponsor. Thank Rob and the gang there for all they do to support our broadcast and in particular Vero Beach Fighting Indians.
Yeah, for years they've been a part of our program, and it's good to always have them being a part of Rob, we see him all the time, all the games. He's always around.
Vero Beach will get set to kick the ball off here in just a moment with 1:43 and counting left in the ball game. You know, Gary, it's in some ways, I mean, I'm happy for Vero Beach, no doubt about it. I'm glad they're going to get the win here tonight. I really hope Treasure Coast can get things worked out because, I really like having some good competition around this area. I think it makes for a better setup for everybody.
Yeah, a lot of times you got to remember some of these schools the open enrollment has been tough on the schools around. I mean, kids get a choice. You got to figure out how to get there, but you got a choice to pick your school that you want to go to, whether it's for academics or for athletics.
Bauer's going to kick this one off. He'll line drive this one, bouncing at the 10, collected at the 4, return to the 10. What pursuit by Vero Beach, tackled at the 10-yard line.
I believe that was the same guy that made that interception for a touchdown.
Oh, McLaughlin.
That is Hudson McLaughlin makes the tackle. Last week he had the interception.
The pick six.
The pick six. He just made a great tackle there.
You just put him in during the running clock time, and he makes plays.
He makes plays. He came out of that one. Great.
So they'll start from their own 8-yard line, and really they don't even have to run a play here as we're at 15 seconds and counting. And that's going to do it, folks. Vero Beach now going to improve to 9-0 on the season with a 49-0 win over Treasure Coast. And the Fighting Indians now have earned the district title 100%. They are the district title champions for District 11. Vero Beach has won the ball game, and we've got our Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show coming up. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians post-game show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
Vero Beach wins the ball game 49-0 over district rival Treasure Coast. Indians improved to 9-0 with that win. And we'll start to look at their last opponent on the regular season schedule, Somerset. That'll be next week at home on a Thursday night, October 30th. Kickoff time at 7 p.m. But before we put this one to bed, let's talk about what a great night it was for Vero Beach. And we'll start with talking with one of our coaches, and he is standing by with Matt Paris.
Yeah, I'm down here with Coach Snyder. Coach, first of all, congratulations, 4-0 in the 3-0 in the district, undefeated, and just one more thing that you guys checking off the box so far.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a goal coming into the season. We thought we had a team to do it, and I'm just proud of these guys were able to do it.
Coach, 7 of your receivers caught passes tonight. Pretty special.
That is pretty special. I mean, I think the guys have been working, and it's always good to reward those guys. And this is a game where we get guys in, get them some catches, get them some touches, so it's good.
A couple of the touchdowns we had were on screen plays. That means your guys on the outside are doing some blocking as well.
Yes, sir. As we talked about a few weeks ago, we're definitely working on our perimeter blocking. And those guys, again, understand to be complete receivers, and they're doing a great job of getting their hands on it, moving their feet, and allowing those big plays to happen.
How about your defense pitching a shutout as well?
Man, these guys are getting better and better every week. They're getting better and better every week, and that's the key to us being able to continue to move further. As we score on offense, we're going to need them to play great defense, and they're doing that.
What do you say to the players going into next week against Somerset?
Job's not done. We got to finish the season out like we want to and give ourselves the opportunity to stay at home for the playoffs.
Well, Coach, I'll let you go. We'll get with your players. Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
That's Coach E.J. Snyder, our wide receivers coach, and helps on that offensive side of the ball. And, yeah, it's easy to be proud of your guys because, I mean, they just do a fantastic job.
Again, it's the program. And E.J., when he came here, he fit into this program so easy. And he loved it. I remember him when he played at Vero Beach, and we broadcasting games for him when he played. And but he fit in well with Coach Jay. It's the enthusiasm, it's the discipline, everything that you have as a coach makes this team a better team, and he is a better he's a good coach that's made this a better team.
No doubt about that, Gary, as the Fighting Indians win this ball game tonight over Treasure Coast 49-0. They are now the district champs. As Matt said to Coach, I mean, it's just the things that you're able to check off on the box that you had a list going into the season of what do we want to do, and so far they've been able to check all those boxes. And another box that's still ahead of us is our opponent next week, which will be Somerset Academy out of Pembroke Pines. This is a team that, by their record doesn't look too impressive. They're right around 500 on the season. But, Gary, this is a team that is going to be fighting for a playoff spot. And so they're going to come. I mean, they got a chance to play the number one team. They get that win. That's huge points for them in the power ranking.
They're 4-4 coming into the game tonight. So I don't know anything about them. When you look at Somerset, there's several Somersets down in Miami area, and all through there. But they are 4-4. They played a competitive schedule, and we'll learn more about them before we go to our podcast, this week, because I'm going to dig into it and try to find out who these people are really. But I tell you what, tonight was everything you asked for. I mean, technically, you won the district because you beat head-to-head Centennial and the Central, and so but to put the final cap on it to be 3-0, that's what you want. You want to win it undefeated. You
100%.
Want to be. You don't want to be, and that's what these guys did tonight. They came down here on their field and literally played football tonight.
Yeah, they took care of business. They didn't let the record or anything else get in their way. They just came in here and played Vero Beach football and took care of business. And because of that, they got rewarded. They got a win 49-0. They're 9-0. They are now 3-0 in the district, and they are the district champs for District 11. Gary and I are going to step aside. We'll come back. We'll have more of the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show right after this.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
South County Stadium, and welcome back to the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show, as we have an opportunity now to find out who our Scott Sporting Good players of the game are. And with that, we'll head down to the field and check in with Derek West.
Down here with Javari Lockhart. Javari, when that scoreboard was actually lit up, they took it down in a hurry, but it said 49-0. It has to feel real good to come in here to your main rival and get a shutout win tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How does your defense, how would you evaluate your defense in the way they played, in the way you guys played over the course of the ball game?
I think due to us jumping off sides a couple of times, we had great discipline. We played as a team, and we all got into the ball. And as you can see, it led to us with a great win.
Absolutely. How difficult is it to prepare for an offense like this, kind of a single wing kind of a formation that throw a lot of different stuff at you, but it seems like we were able to shut down the perimeter as well as the midline stuff today, so it has to feel good.
Yes, it do feel good. We to prepare, we really just had to prepare mentally rather than physically to learn all the formations, and when the time came, we showed up.
Absolutely. How does a win like this help you for what you guys have for the lofty goals of this season? We got some big goals.
Yeah, we're going all the way, man. Team bonding, we more focused, and the defense getting better and better every game.
Absolutely. A lot of people listening back home and watching on TV. What do you want to say to Vero Nation right here?
We up, man.
All right, very good. Go celebrate with your teammates. Down here with my man Trey Woods. Trey, has to feel good to see 49 points on the board, and you were a big part of that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It feels great seeing 49 on the scoreboard because that's what we worked on since Monday. So it just feels great when we come out on Friday and dominate.
Absolutely. Talk about your play tonight and what you did well, what you were seeing on the field, and kind of evaluate how well you think you played tonight, because I think you had a great game.
Yes, sir. I think I did good, but it's still room for improvement because I had left stuff out there still. I think I could have. If I would have just did everything, all the details we worked on, I could have did better. But 7 catches for 7 targets, that's good. 1 touchdown, that's good in my opinion. But it's still more out there, like I see.
That's always the case. I would expect nothing less from you in terms of your competitive spirit. One thing we've been talking about tonight is complementary football and the need to play complementary football from your offense and defense. Really thought how well our defense set you guys up for success. Talk about how you feed off that and are able to capitalize on some opportunities the defense gives you.
Oh, yeah, always. Defense, always. I always want them boys to be like, I want them to be on the field first every time we come out here because they set the tone. And once they set the tone, it's just get the offense started and get us hot because we just feed off the defense because, defense wins championships.
Absolutely. A lot of people listening back home, a lot of people watching back home. What do you want to say to Vero Nation back home?
Man, hey, that year for sure. 2025, hey, the new Vero, we bringing states back home, man.
Absolutely. We'll go celebrate with your teammates, guys, all right?
All right, there you go. You got Lockhart, you got Woods, our Scott Sporting Good players of the game for tonight. A 49-0 win over Treasure Coast here tonight, Gary, is Vero Beach once again took care of business, did what they were supposed to do. They were favored in this ball game, and they came in and won.
Did everything they're supposed to do, prepared for it. You could see how things have throughout the whole year. They take it 1 week at a time, and you saw this team. Okay, we know that they're not as good as we are, but we're going to play like the old Treasure Coast is out here. And coaches remind them of the past, how this team was very competitive and how good it was. You can't take anything for granted. You got to go out and you got to play. They came to play tonight, Vero Beach. It was good to see it. It was good to see some guys that had been injured had got a chance to get some reps in here. And now you set the tone for next week's final game of the season. And you got to go out and you got to do your job. I mean, we'll scout. There'll be film scouting to be passed around. There'll be film shared by each team, and you'll look at it and you have a chance to find out what Somerset does well. And we'll be ready to play them. And again, then you got that open date after that, so you got a chance to heal some more. And, boy, I'm going to tell you right now, it can come at a right time for when you played that many games this year. By the time you played 11 games, you're counting a preseason game. You're ready for a little – all the breaks really count. And I think Vero is really accomplished from the beginning what they started out right now, and they got to finish it next week to go undefeated. That was one of the things they put on the board, undefeated season.
Yep, absolutely did. And so they've got one more regular season matchup next week against Somerset Academy on a Thursday night, October 30th. Game time will be at 7 o'clock. Let's take one last look at our stats brought to you by Durfee's Heating and Cooling. For Treasure Coast, they finished with a total of 61 yards of offense. For Vero Beach, 355 yards of offense. It was 112 on the ground. It was 243 through the air tonight. And as you heard Trey Woods talk about, he knew he was targeted 7 times tonight. He had 7 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Stinson had 2 for 51 and a score. Hillsman had 3 for 84 and a score. Banshoff 4 for 37. Jacobs 1 for 15, and Henley 1 for 2. So for Vero Beach, and White finishes 18 of 20 tonight, 241 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, and on the ground, 6 for 46, 2 touchdowns. Hillsman, 3 for 28, and Dagbolin, 5 for 37 and a score. So for Vero Beach, they get to turn their attention to Somerset next week, and that will be 7 o'clock on Thursday night, October 30th, kickoff at the Citrus Bowl. Hey, well, I want to thank all of our crew here tonight, Miller West, Sebastian Bois, and also Ashton Curie. And especially want to thank Stephen Tipton. We had some technical issues early on here. These guys were able to work hard and get us on the air, and especially with our video feed. So special appreciation for those guys and all the hard work they put in here to get this broadcast tonight. Want to thank our executive producer, John Hamilton. Our producer, of course, is Stephen Tipton. Stats tonight was Don Dexter. Interviews with Bobby Paris. Sidelines was Derek and Matt. Gary up here with me in the booth. And next week, we'll be back at the Citrus Bowl to take on Somerset, 7 p.m. on Thursday, October 30th. We hope to see you there. Make sure Vero Nation shows up for the last regular season game at the Citrus Bowl. I'm Paul Tipton. Thanks for joining us here tonight. As always, good night, God bless, and go Indians.